guys, and welcome back to the second episode of MILFs Unfiltered. Why do we do that? Woo!
Like we're opera singers.
I know, like MILFs Unfiltered. First off, just want to say thank you so much to everyone who's followed our Instagram account, YouTube account, TikTok account, who's subscribed over on Spotify. We love you, and welcome to the madhouse. Welcome to the madhouse. But yeah, thank you so much. Episode 1 went really well. You guys have absolutely loved it. Anything that you want to share for episode 2? Anything that's happened that we need to let people know about?
What has happened in my life? Just juggling the mayhem of coming up to Christmas, dealing with birthdays in December, like terrible planning on my part, like knowing my child. Lance, have you written your Christmas list? No, mummy, but I've done a PowerPoint.
Just checking that your mic's on your head.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Just checking it out, making sure we're all good.
I've done a PowerPoint for you. A full-blown PowerPoint.
A PowerPoint?
For a birthday and Christmas list.
Wowzers.
You can split it how you want. It's got pictures. So, jewellery, Pandora, pictures of the jewellery.
Do you know what? I'm actually quite admiring that.
You should only be my child for
obviously,
PowerPoint.
She's little Miss Spreadsheet.
Yeah.
she's gonna have whereas my child's gonna be off probably a piece of toilet roll with some like felt tip and just write it down. Little lippy on there. But on finance, so, I'm quite impressed. Yeah. It does remind me of the film. Have you ever seen what's it called? Something Red. What's it called?
Something Red.
What's it called? It's a Disney film.
No,
Red Panda.
Oh yeah.
You know what
Red
I mean?
Panda.
And the actual soundtrack is Turning Red, and she does a PowerPoint for her family about why she should go to this concert. And I think I'm all for that.
Yeah. But annoyingly, she's done one for me and my family. Oh, her and her family, she calls it, and then she's done one for her dad, which is hilarious. But on my list, I've got like Sephora makeup, Sol de Janeiro, a laptop, Pandora. On her dad's list, he's got Shein clothes, books. And I'm like, hang on a minute, babe. If I couldn't pay for you, let's swap some of this over. Like, there is no financial payment coming his way. Let's swap some of this over and he can have some of that.
Absolutely. As she switched it up now.
She says she is doing, Yeah,
good for her. Maybe pretty much all that was on the list, just send it his way.
Yeah, I might just send list wrong way around.
Oh, and we haven't opened our Prosecco because obviously we just got straight into it, didn't we? Obviously every episode is going to be fueled by Prosecco, because who doesn't love a glass of Prosecco, to be honest with you? And I think your true self just comes out, so let's just...
Dangerous for you.
Dangerous for me.
Right, so go on, what's your update for this week?
I've had some really exciting news, which I do think I can share in this episode. Look at you buzzing already.
I'm fucking excited.
So, after a number of years of posting and relentlessly posting, buying, you name it, I'm now officially working with Gymshark! So this is a cheers to, I know this sounds silly, but to everyone who's like supported me and now us on this journey, absolutely everything. This is to you. Thank you so much, because literally this is a dream for me.
Yeah,
and you've known about this for a while. So cheers. Honestly, absolutely fucking buzzing, and it's been a massive dream.
The number of times you've gone, I constantly tag everything I wear. So you will only ever wear Gymshark stuff. You're like,
Gymshark. I'm just, rocking.
You just wanted to get your ass out there.
No, I didn't. I was trying to find the Gymshark.
Like, you've been like, I feel like I'm just like posting relentlessly for nothing. And then the next minute it was like, we've seen your account.
I know. I'm honestly absolutely buzzing. And I feel like from the journey that I've been on with fitness as well, because people just assume that like fitness has been part of my life forever, and it hasn't. It really hasn't. It only really stemmed from after having Lucas. So to be that girl who was had severe gym anxiety, going into the gym, fear of fucking up, fear of everyone watching me, to then progress and grow with the gym, to be in the position that I'm in now to help other women with their fitness journeys and everything, to then be kind of working with this amazing brand. It's just a proper, like, which I love. And this is the thing with me, you do get opportunities where, you know, you like I say, people will just come to you and give you brands and just say, will you promote this, will you do this? But I genuinely work with brands that I genuinely believe in. And obviously ESN is another one, you know, absolutely love that brand. And then obviously Gymshark's come alongside it, which for me it's like an absolute dream. So again, from episode 1, if you are sat there thinking, should I do this? What if this? I don't want to post online because people can judge. Dreams can come true, so it can happen. But yeah,
and we get a nice little discount code.
Yes,
we will put that underneath the video so that you can access that as well.
Exactly. Use the code, save yourselves some pennies. So apart from that, has there been any hilarious stories from the week of your mental life?
Oh, I don't think there's been anything hilarious apart from just the fact that I get to the end of the day and that in itself is a fucking joke.
Oh.
Like I sit there and think, oh, it's night time. How did I get here?
We've come to the conclusion that me and Dave are going to be those parents, especially when you go to a school and you pick up your kids from school. We are, can I have a word, parents. We've come to the conclusion that we are that this week.
Definitely with your second one.
Yeah, it's not the first. So basically, now this is where I'm sure our followers and our listeners will relate, as this is a funny story.
Yeah.
For those who think this isn't funny, you need to find another podcast to listen to. So basically, my child, we got obviously went to pick him up. Can I have a word? And you always know, don't you? If you are that, can I have a word? You know it's going to be something questionable and something that's going to make you question parenting altogether, basically.
Make you question your whole life.
My child got sent to another classroom, not for doing anything fantastic, for basically saying shit. So it was obviously continuous provision, and the poor little sod has gone, oh shit. Where at this point, the teacher has gone to him and said, Lucas, we don't say words like that, and he's just laughed in her face. And I think it was the laughing in her face where he's just gone, right, okay, so I laughed in her face. So it was at this point he's moved to another classroom. But what was the worst thing? What was the worst thing? The teacher moved him to the classroom that Eva was in. So it was like, your brother's been naughty. At this point,
that's well unfair.
But credit to the teacher, she then did say to me, I forgot that Eva was in this classroom. And obviously at that point, Eva's traumatised.
Yeah.
Mommy's got it
Embarrassed.
She started crying. He's sticking fingers up. No, he wasn't. He's obviously in there crying because obviously he was traumatised. She's crying. So both my kids are crying. So she apologised for that. And I said, obviously, accidents happen. We've been in that situation. We've been in that profession. So obviously, accidents happen. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I apologised, and I literally roasted him in front of the other teachers. Got him to apologise.
He's definitely heard that from you, then, yeah.
No. So this is even better. So obviously, walking down the path, I'm like, mum voice, how dare you?
I don't think I could take you seriously.
How dare you swear, Lucas? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Poor little sod's crying, everything. Who have you heard it from? Who have you heard it from? Me saying, please don't say me. Please don't say me. Please don't say me. Daddy! Woo!
Oh, David!
Absolutely, like, because we all know if it was me, it'd be like, Dave would be like, Caitlin, you need to stop swearing. But, so anyway.
You do it all the time.
You do it all the time. So anyway, next day, go to pick him up. can I just say, he's been absolutely brilliant today. I'm like, oh, what a good egg. So obviously, good mum. Oh, amazing, Lucas. I'm so glad you've been a good boy today. We've got him around the corner. I'm like, Mummy, he's so proud of you for being a good boy today and not saying any bad words. And he went, I know, Mummy. I didn't even say the word shit. I mean, even like, yeah, but don't say it again. But so that's my hilarious story. Like, I realised that my child is now sworn. But do you know what? I think, like, I don't know if this is about like any other parents out there, but me and David really do. We do try to keep swearing to an absolute minimum around the children. But sometimes it does slip out, like if you stub your toe, if you drop something, you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, or if something happens, for fuck's sake. And it quite easily does
we're
slip.
Very different in that place. I don't know whether it's because Nancy's older, but how my kid has not been told off for swearing, she's amazing. In fact, she turns around to me and she's like, Mummy, you need to stop it now. And I'm like, yeah, all right, babe. I think because I swear all the time around her.
Yeah. But I also think...
Don't come at me about, being a bad mum, because she knows we have conversations that you shouldn't say those words.
And it's not just that. I think, I might swear in front of my children, but does that mean that I don't love her? I'm not a good mum? Absolutely fucking not. I'm an amazing mum.
So you're doing all right.
Doing all right, they're alive.
They're not the hamster.
But do you know what I mean? Like... And I know that my children, they will grow up around it, but they won't. Maybe the other one will, but one of them definitely won't. And it's like either she's heard us swear and she will never, ever, ever.
No, Nancy's
she'll probably say it in her head.
Well, Nancy tells me frequently, she's like, I say it in my head.
Yeah, that's what Eva says.
And I'm like, all right.
Eva says she says it in her head. Yeah, she doesn't say it, but she really wants to say it. And I always say till you're 18. But I do think.
Till you're 18, you're wishful thinking.
Well, okay, maybe 14, maybe. But she grows up, even like my mum and dad's house, people are always swearing. But I think it's...
Chuck your mum and dad under the bus there.
Well, Dave's mum and dad don't.
Mum and dad's house swear like troopers.
No disrespect, Dave's mum and dad don't. They don't. Whereas where do you think I've got my language from? And I'm not going to say my mum, because my mum genuinely, like, my mum was like...
Oh, no, see, my mum would be horrified if I turned around and said that I got my language from her. She was like, I don't swear like that.
See, my mum definitely doesn't. When I swear, she'll go, was there any need for that? Or she'll say, Kayla, there was definitely no need for you to say that. Stop swearing. So my mum
looks at me and goes,
100%
really?
Doesn't swear. So I'm throwing my dad on the bus. This is the product of my dad. Sorry, Dad, love you. But I just think it's more normal in this day and age for children to be brought up around swearing. Yeah. But I think with parenting, there's all sorts of flaws.
Yeah, and kids, what's the point of being a kid if you're not going to make mistakes?
True, Dad.
Learn.
Absolutely.
Gotta learn.
I'm not going to lie. There was a little bit of me when, obviously, she said, "Oh, it is sworn. It's this." I did get that little bit of like shit. That's shit in my head, people. I was thinking, shit, like that's not great, and I got a little bit of mum guilt. I know for a fact, like you could say, like, do dads get dad guilt?
Yeah. See, even though I'm single, I still think that about Nancy's dad, because I'm like, some months she'll only see him once in that month. Because he'll have a darts competition, so not be bothered to see her that week. Or she's like, yeah, it's just boring, Mummy, I don't want to go. But I'm like, where is your guilt in the fact that you don't see your kid? Or pay for her?
I don't know how we can.
I don't know.
Live with
but
that.
Maybe it's just that type of human.
There's also, let's not just throw like men under there, because obviously there are some amazing separated dads out there. Yeah. But then there's also single dads where mums do not care. And I just don't know. I don't know how any of those parents. Exactly. What does that mean? What does that mean?
That's a big word for the dyslexic in the corner.
I know, but what does that mean?
Like magnified, like made bigger. Yeah. When you're a single parent.
That's surely on like a calendar of a word a day to use. Like I would have never used that word.
No.
Do you get the toilet roll where it's like a word a day and you...
Toilet roll?
Yeah, you get toilet roll.
You've got too much time sitting on the toilet reading your toilet roll.
No, I don't. Do that. No, but we don't have toilet roll.
I don't get to go for
you can get a word of the day with toilet roll. But I don't use a single one, so it's a few words a day. euros a day. Have you not seen them?
No.
I'll show you after
I
this.
haven't.
But you can get calendars, or you can get shit like that.
Okay.
But I'll get you the toilet roll for Christmas, and you can use it because I won't use it.
I'm so excited for toilet roll.
But it's got to be one sheet of white.
Just plenty.
One sheet of plenty. I don't know how parents, like male or mums or dads, who don't provide, don't take the time to be with the kids. I don't know how they can do it.
No.
Because that mum guilt would completely take over me.
Yeah, like I do everything for my child, and my mum guilt riddles me.
See, my biggest thing when it comes to mum guilt is when I'm working on myself in the gym.
Yeah.
Which I think that's what stops a lot of mums and dads
from going.
Yeah. Because they think
it's
they
the
need
first
to be,
thing that kind of goes, isn't it? It's the
it
first
is.
thing you let go.
It's the first thing, because when you have your children and life just in general, you are always the bottom of the pile because you need to make sure that your kids are okay. But it is always the one thing as a mother, as a parent, you're the bottom of the pile. Because life gets in the way.
Even on the pile. Like there's a whole other pile and I'm on that pile and it's not a to-do pile.
And the amount of women that I coach who eventually come on to coaching and they'll always say, I've not prioritised myself, I've not given time for myself. And it's like, that is just what we do as women. We just brush things under the carpet, even though deep down we know we want to do something or pursue something or just try and make ourselves feel that little bit better, that little bit sexier. If we feel like it's going to interfere with the life of family life, children, husband, getting the kids hobbies, you know, after extracurricular activities, it's like, I'll go tomorrow. Exactly, tomorrow never comes.
Is that all like a Westlife song? I feel like it was like...
I didn't listen to Westlife. I do not listen to Westlife.
No, but I feel like I feel like Tomorrow Never Comes. Just like a boy band
never comes.
Like maybe like Boyzone or Westlife. I feel like it was a 90s boy band song. Was that?
I know what you mean. I think it's If Tomorrow Never Comes. Oh, I'm singing on.
That was fucking tuneful.
Oh, absolutely. No, I don't. I think If Tomorrow Never Comes, I think it might be Ronan Keating.
Is it Ronan Keating?
Anyway, let us know in the comments. Which one is it?
He was in a boy band because he was in Boyzone, wasn't he?
But I do think that is true. Tomorrow Never Comes, and then it ends up going years down the line, and then that's where I get the women that I get, because it's got to the point where years have gone, and they are at breaking point because they look at themselves in the mirror and they hate what they see, and I think that makes me really, really sad, because everything that parents do, whether it's dad, mum, whatever, like it's sad that after everything that they've done that. And I always think, especially this about a female body and like mums, the fact that we end up hating our bodies after we've had children, I think, look at the amazing thing we've fucking done. Like you've literally grown life and given birth to life.
And I think we put so much more hatred on ourselves because social media tells us we should have bounced back in 3 weeks flat.
That is true. And but to be fair, when I had Eva, now we are talking 9 years ago, I did snap back. I really, really did.
You're only a whippersnapper then.
Exactly. No, but that is true. Just obviously, are you going to bring up my age in every episode?
No, babe, I promise I won't. I didn't declare your age.
You just basically said I was a whippersnapper. Especially when you are younger, hormones. And I did snap back. Did I struggle with Lucas? Absolutely. I gained so much weight with Lucas, but I genuinely think it was like the craving that I had. I was obsessed with pork pies.
Pork
pies.
A real bad craving.
To the point where Dave was actually disgusted with me because I was feeding our child this, and it came out £8.9.
To be fair, I remember being pregnant with Nancy and people being like, "I'm pretty sure your child's going to be born looking like a bar of dairy milk." And I was like, maybe. And she was only just £7.
So not only did I gain an extortionate amount of weight, but my child came out at like £8.9, nearly split me in two.
Nice.
And I think, like, for the majority of Lucas growing up from birth to easily, I'm going to say it, at least two years old, he had the biggest, fattest head. He had the moon face. He was like, to the point where,
don't call my bestie a moon
to the point where my dad went out on a night out, and this is bad. One of the guys he was out with came up to him and said, "How's Kayla and the big-headed baby?" He was known as the as the big-headed baby. So my dad took that really funny. What do you mean? What do you mean? But now, at the time, I didn't see it. But now I look back on baby photos of Lucas. He has got the biggest moon head
Big brain.
It's the pork pies. It's the pork pies.
See, I had Nancy on the 10th of December because, you know, piss poor planet, and she was 2 weeks early at that. So she should have been Christmas Eve.
Jesus!
Yeah. I could have been in the newspaper with a Christmas Day baby.
Do you get to be in the newspaper?
Yeah, if your baby's born on Christmas
Why?
Day. I don't know, but I also don't think I'd have wanted a picture of me.
I couldn't think of anything worse than having my birthday on Christmas Day.
No, but 2 weeks later on Christmas, I put like my size 10 jeans on, and then it all went peaked on from there, really. It went really, really tits up.
What do you mean?
After Christmas, I then just started eating. Like, I fit lovely into my size 10 jeans with a 2-week-old baby. Felt brilliant, and then wow, did I eat.
But then you were in the absolute depths trenches of newborn babiness.
Yeah, and
like a
and I was training as a teacher at the same time.
Exactly.
Like, I was doing teacher training. Like,
no,
I was in there.
That's more than trenches.
Yeah.
That's like pits.
I've told you, rock bottom of the basement, and I keep visiting it.
Yeah, that's bad times. So me, at the moment, my mum guilt is the fitness, and I feel bad. And people always say to me, like, "Where are your kids when you were at the gym?" I'm like, with the fucking dad. Like, that really.
But do you know what, though? People used to say that when you were PTing clients. Like, I've heard them say that to you when you were PTing me in person, and then being like, should you not be at home with your kids? Like, you're actually at work. You're not sat there flexing your muscles in a fucking mirror.
And that, it really gets my goat.
Yeah.
Like, it really grinds on me, because it's like, and I think as a society we have moved on. We've moved on, but we're nowhere near where we need to be. Look at this feminism coming out right now. This is all the women like, yes, bitch, yes. The thing that really gets my goat is how, even as a society, we are still seen as the little woman, the little fucking woman, the little woman who should be at home with the kids. And if you're trying to pursue a career, sorry, I think I just burped in the mic. Fit. I feel like we are still in a society where if you're not at home with the kids doing what wives and mothers should do, you're seen as like letting, like, not a good mum. And no disrespect to any man listening, I'm not saying it's all men, but from me being in the gym, and for them saying, poor Dave, I feel sorry for Dave.
Poor Dave.
What, he's always got the kids, he's always got that. I'm like, guys, I'm not out here just on the fucking razz, like living life up. I'm actually trying to earn a bloody keep. Like, do I say it? Yep, absolutely. I think men are intimidated. I think a little bit of it is an insecurity.
I think most people are intimidated by you gobshite.
No, but you know what I mean? I genuinely feel that when a man...
powerhouse businesswoman.
Yeah, and that's for another episode. We've got more of these kind of like conversations. But I do genuinely believe that when men say, oh, sorry, like...
I say that about why I'm single, because I'm like, because I've been single for so long, very independent. Like, I will go and build that house, and I will go and put all that fencing up, and I will use that drill, and I don't care, and I don't need you to come and like stand there and do it for me. And I think, when I meet guys, they must think, yeah, real masculine energy going on there. Yeah, I think I'm a bit intimidating.
Yeah, and I think that's the problem with, and I'm hoping, I do hope that in the years to come, when our girls, it's obviously our girls are at the age, I just hope that things are in a better position than what they are now.
Definitely.
But at the same time, it did used to plant a little seed deep down going, and I used to, yes, but also the guilt of, I shouldn't be here. And I think it was those kind of seeds that got planted that did eventually give me the push of not doing PTs, so I could pick up my kids from school. And, you know, Dave doesn't finish work, and then I'm like, I'm off PT, and then I went back till 8 o'clock at night. Do you know what I mean? It's like missing bedtime and stuff, because it wasn't even for the fact of I should be the one doing bedtime and I should be the one, because it definitely isn't, but it was just so that I could see my kids. I was missing
actual time with them.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
So obviously my biggest guilt is obviously going to the gym. What's yours?
I think mine at the minute would probably be that still doing supply bits to give me that guaranteed income, but then coming home at night and wanting to build my own business. So it's that not giving Nancy the time, and like there's times where I'm like, oh, she's sat just playing on her iPad and I feel really shit, but I'm also doing a degree, starting a business, working full time, being a mum, and I'm like, oh shit, this is really crap.
It is.
But I know it's not forever.
No.
And I know it's not forever. And then I just think, oh, right, okay. And then I'm like, right, well, I'll go and spend some time with her. And like, we plan things.
Yeah.
And we have like Friday night every week is film night, sweetie night. She gets in my bed, I sit there, she puts fucking sugar all over my bed. It's brilliant. We watch a film, we spend that quality time together. I always put her to bed. But then some nights she's like, can you read me a book? And I'm like, I can, but I can only read one tonight because I've got to go back to work. And she's like, oh, you're always working. And I'm like, oh,
that's like taking a bullet. That
that's a bullet right
sentence
there.
is a fucking bullet. And Eva would always say, you're always working. And because I've been where you've been. I've been there. I've been in the trenches, and it's like taking a bullet, and it does make you question everything. Is this, should I be doing this?
Should you be doing
it? But all I can say is that Nancy will eventually, as she matures and gets older, she will realise why you're doing it, and it's to give you and Nancy the best life. And
and I say that to her. I'm like, you know what? Next year, when we can afford to go out to Dubai to see your uncle, we can afford to go on holiday without worrying about it. We can do what we want to do. Yeah, it will be worth it, babe.
It will, and she will honestly. Yeah. And it's
but at the minute, it's just like an absolute.
It's like taking a dagger, isn't it? Yeah, it is. But like I said, that will soon pass. And it will all be worth it, because you are literally like being
can feel it. It's there. It's just out of reach. That life.
It will be there though. But
manifesting.
She will. You are, and it will happen. And like I say, Nancy will realise. And I think at the time, obviously, when they're young, they say things without understanding. But my mum, oh my God, I'm going to sound like my mum now, Jesus Christ. But my mum always says, you'll never know till you have kids. You'll never know till you have kids. And I was like, no, my opinions will always be the fucking same. Like, what do you mean you don't know till you have kids? But genuinely, until you have kids, you don't realise like what you will actually do for them, and how you want to provide a life for them, and how you literally have to sacrifice everything.
Blood, sweat and
fucking tears. And that's what I mean. And like, what I'm saying is, Nancy will be at this point now where she's like, you're always working, but until she's at that point, and you will say to her, you won't realise why I'm doing this is because of until you have kids, and you will be.
I'll be like, you'll understand when you've got children.
I know I sound like my mum.
Kayla says, you'll understand when you've got children.
And it's true.
Yeah.
So, I mean, mum guilt is a hard one, and I do generally hope that I know that I can speak from David's point of view. Like, he does get dad guilt all the time, like when he's in his office, when he's working, even when he shouts at them, and I'm like, so like mistrunchable. I'm like, they deserve it. Like, don't, and I'm like, don't feel guilty. Like, man up. What is wrong with you? And he's like, oh, he's the most sensitive one out of the two, as you can probably gather. He's a very sensitive soul, is our David. So I'm like, man up. Like, if they deserve being shouted at. So it's like, there was one night the other week where he absolutely factory reset, lost his shit. And like, there's always a time with your kids, we call it a factory reset. Does anyone else not have a factory reset? So we get to our point where our kids are taking the piss. They are taking the Michael, and they need a factory reset. Do you not do it?
No, I've never heard of it that way.
So we call it a factory reset. So if you've got kids currently that are taking the piss, you need to take your anger and your frustration and your I'd say like punishment to the next level. You look like a crazy cat. You lose your mind for a few seconds when you blow your lid, but then it gets to the point where it's like the kids, as awful as it is, are a little bit scared of you, and it's actually sunk in. So when the kids are taking the piss with us in our house, I'll go to him like, they need a factory reset. Right? So Dave's like, you're right, they've been a bit disrespectful, like dropping things in the house, pushing buttons a little bit. They need a factory reset. Give them a factory reset. And I don't mean just like time out. I mean, you go into bed, you're not having your hot chocolate, because Dave does them a hot chocolate every night. They are pampered, honestly, pampered kids. You're not getting this, you're not getting that, straight to bed, done.
Do you reckon if I come round at hot chocolate time, girls will make me one too?
Absolutely. It'll make you want tonight. But honestly, we call it a factory reset, and I think there's nothing wrong with doing that. I think sometimes kids need to be reined back in.
To be fair, like, we never called it that, but I remember growing up thinking every now and then, my mum would, like, I remember my mum and like my grandma like losing the fucking blob and being like, all right, okay, I'm just going to start a bit.
Is a factory reset. So if you're someone that's listening going, oh my God, I factory reset every day. No, you can't just use your factory resets every day.
No, you've got to lose its impact. Absolutely,
you've got to wait till it's at that point of like
no return.
And you've got to go
cliff edge.
You've got to go all in. You can't go all in and feel guilty.
No.
But Dave, at that point when we had a factory reset the other week, he completely felt guilty. Kid went to bed. He didn't, and to make it even worse, we normally, I took in Lucas, he took Geneva, and we swap over. He didn't even go up that night. He said, I can't even like look at them. I'm that angry at them. So basically, I did up the good nights, but in his little. Whilst I was sat down on
internal stew,
whilst I'd done it, and I'm like, they're in bed, they're upset, but you know, they're fine, they're settled, I've tucked them in. He was like, I can't deal with this, I can't deal with it, I need to go up and see. And I'm like, no, they need, because obviously, I don't know about any other household, but when it's mum constantly, it kind of doesn't work. But then if someone who's kind of like good cop completely blows, it's like, holy shit.
For me, our dynamic is because me and Nance live with my mum, and we've always lived together. Like, my mum is like absolute fucking saving grace, takes Nancy to school, picks her up, we'll run her here, there and everywhere. And they are like two peas in the goddamn pod. But because it's always me on, my mum's always really careful about not overstepping like the boundary of she's grandparent and not mum. But then when she loses a shit, or like when I've like reached the point of breaking and my mum's like, this is not happening anymore, she is the factory reset person with Nancy.
Yes,
she will go in and be like, you are not doing this with your mother. She does this, and this. That's ungrateful. You are not behaving like that. And then Nancy's like, I'm sorry, baby.
But that's what you want. That's what you need. Yeah. And I think sometimes, like, it sounds awful, but I think kids need a factory reset.
Every now and then.
I don't ever remember growing up getting a factory reset.
You probably didn't give a shit.
I'm sure I did. My mum's probably listening to this now going, babe, you got a factory reset every fucking week. Like, how do you think Nancy feels about you going to the gym?
Oh,
do you think it impacts the guilt?
She hates it. Massively. Yeah. So Nancy's a little bit like attachment disorder. Like, we're working through it, people. We're working through it. But it's like, how long are you going to be, mummy? And I'm like, right, I might be like 2 hours because I'm going with Kayla, so chances are I'll be talking for most of it. And then she'll message me. She's like, how long are you going to be, mummy? Are you nearly home yet? And my mum's like, turn your phone on aeroplane mode because she's with me. Yeah. She's safe. Leave it. And I'm like, yeah, but what happens? And she's like, Emily, go to the goddamn gym. Do what you need to. She's fine. But then she does it like if I'm going out for tea with like old work friends. Yeah. And she's like, will you be back to put me to bed? And I'm like, no, Teddy's going to put you to bed tonight. That's what she calls my mum. I'm like, Teddy's going to put you to bed tonight. And she's like, oh, so I won't see you till tomorrow, will I not? And I'm like, oh my God. I'd be like, violence in a blue moon, child. Oh. Yeah, but my mum's like, off you pop.
No, and that's good that you have that support system as well, because like I think with me, going to the gym, fitness and things, they've well, not so much either, because obviously I didn't really do it much, but in Lucas's life, it's all he's ever known. He knows that I go to the gym. If anything, it's instilled on them that they want to start the gym. They're very...
Yeah, like Eva does your workouts with
She does workouts with me. And all she keeps saying is, I can't wait to go to the gym, can't wait to go to the gym. I am very lucky that I've got a husband who is also very supportive of that. It's my job. He knows that he does it. Not gonna lie, he probably gets really pissed off when I say I'm going to train with Emily. Like, I'll see you tomorrow.
Sorry, David.
So, but I know that sometimes what angers Dave, and it's not of me going, in Dave's mind, it's like, it's just, you should go there, do it, and go. But with me, because obviously I have to film content, I have to do things there, it takes a little bit longer. So he's like, and like, obviously when I go, if I wasn't filming or doing content, I'd just go, hair up, no makeup on, and just do, like you say, do what you need to do.
David has a big bugbear about you putting on your makeup
He
on, doesn't he, to go?
He really, really does.
We had this conversation the other week. He was like, I don't get why you all need to go dressed up. And I'm like, David, I don't leave my bedroom without my brows on.
And I think that's a man thing. Like, they obviously don't need to wear makeup or things like that. I'm trying to put my... I was just checking that it was still on.
Sound effect for
I'm sorry, I was just checking that it was still on. I should have just asked you. But no, he's just like, why are you putting makeup on? Why are you doing this? Like, I don't get it. It's the gym. You need to go just to work out.
Yeah.
But at the same time, my job is to promote fitness and film it on social media. And I'm not going online looking like an absolute hobo. Do you know what I mean? Like,
no.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got to look half freaking decent. But apart from that, I don't really get much guilt when it comes to the gym.
Do you find that things have been a little bit easier for you since you stopped doing your in-person PTs?
Absolutely, because
so you can go when you've dropped the kids off.
Exactly. So finding time, like obviously when I was a PT, my priority were my clients, always making sure that they obviously got the most out of those sessions. They were feeling like they were being pushed and making progress in every single session. And I was always kind of like, right, if I've got this client at this time and then I've got this client at this time, when can I fit myself in? And sometimes it was like half an hour here, half an hour there, which I hated, because as much as I love seeing people progress and enjoying like the PT session, I used to love that you used to come in, they used to come like with feeling like shit sometimes, and then you do your session, you'd be like fucking buzzing, and I used to love that feeling. Whereas for me, I used to love that feeling of working out, but it was always in bits, and that's the bit I used to hate. Whereas now I love it that I get my actual session, I get to train, and I get to do what I want on, like, for me, basically. So there's not really I don't really get guilt, because again, I've got to that point where I don't give a shit. At the same time, we work hard as parents. We work hard, we look after our kids, we do X, Y, and Z. So even if you want to take an hour of your fucking day to go to the gym, do not feel guilty about it. You deserve to have that hour. You should see it as an appointment, and not only to develop yourself physically, but mentally as well. You need that. You need that time away from family and kids. Like, you need just that space, and that is my sanctuary, to go to the gym, working on yourself physically, mentally, but you're just not hearing Mum or Kayla, Mum, what's for tea? Just no, it's just cancelling out all that noise. It's just that you time, and if that's the only time you get, make the bloody most of it. And if you're in a relationship where they don't get that, then that's an absolute red flag, which for another episode, all I can say.
Right, a little game of guilt or no guilt?
Yes.
Little game of guilt or no guilt.
Yep.
So we have got 6 different things, 6 different scenarios, and we want to just go through whether we think they are guilt or no guilt. Do you want me to start with the first one?
Yep.
So, letting your kids stay in their PJs all day just so you can get stuff done in peace.
Absolutely. Don't even have to think about this. No guilt. My kids have done it.
So I left my kid in bed. I left my kid in their pajamas today.
This previous half term, that's all they've done. Yeah. To the point where I've been like, right, guys, you do need to kind of get dressed. And absolutely not.
My little girl regularly on Saturdays, like, I'll get dressed when I'm leaving for horse riding. And I'm like, cool.
Not only that,
afternoon, let's go.
Why give yourself more work to do? Because it's just more washing.
Yeah, that's because she'll
easy.
Yeah.
Easy
no guilt. Do not be guilty.
Right, you can just read them all.
All right, okay, thanks. Okay. Telling your partner you're running errands, but you go for a silent coffee in the car just for something.
That's me, but I don't drink coffee, but it's going to the gym. I'm just sniffing out. And then I go to the gym, he's like, where are you? Yeah, I decided to do a quick shoulder session. absolutely no guilt, because if Dave did that, I'd be like, do you know what? If you needed that time to do that, crack on, pal. I'll support it.
Same. This next one should absolutely be no guilt even before I've read it. You post your gym selfie and some random man comments. Shouldn't you be with your kids?
Absolutely no guilt at all.
Yeah. Like, one, who gave you the right to comment, pal?
Hey, well, we all know those Facebook warriors.
Oh, they love you. They love me. You 11-year-old boy.
They love me and my tits. No tits. Oh, they are brutal. This is the thing. When you kind of make yourself known on social media, you've got to have thick skin. You've got to have that armor, because you have got to be prepared that shit is going to come your way. You're going to get good comments. You're going to get bad comments. But Facebook is another kettle of fish. Like they are. Really.
And do you know what makes me piss myself laughing? Is that they're all like blokes, but none of them look like fucking Tom Hardy, do they?
No,
none of them are like bloody.
And they probably still live at home with the mum as well, in the mum basement, fucking still wanking in socks. It's true though.
Right, your partner spends 2 hours watching football, but you feel guilty for going to the gym for an hour when tea wasn't already prepped.
I wouldn't have guilt for that.
No. See, I am a sucker for wanting to make sure all my jobs are done before I go to the gym.
Oh no, I'm not.
Yeah, see, that's different programming, in it.
Spreadsheet.
Yeah, it's like spreadsheet.
No,
but I wouldn't feel guilty if like I had a fella that's been watching the football for 2 hours. I mean, one, I'd rather watch paint actually dry than watch some overpaid bloke chuck themselves on the floor in a field.
Dave watches his football, but I never. Well, to be honest, I don't get guilty about going to the gym for an hour, because I just don't.
Next one, you go for a gym session, but you spend half the time in the sauna scrolling through social media. That's my haven. I will sit there and scroll.
Well, I should go to the sauna more, but I can't handle it. It's too hot.
You can't handle the heat.
I can't handle the heat. It's too hot for me. I get all sweaty and I get all frustrated. If it was going to the gym, I'd feel guilty about that.
Yeah.
Going to the gym and spend half the time of it in the sauna and not having a good gym session, that would really upset me.
You going, I've lost half that amount of progress. Where the fuck are my shoulders going to come from if I don't train?
That's what I mean. I think I'd get more guilt about not actually having a good session and just spending half the time in the sauna. That to me is guilt. I'd feel well guilty about that. Not for anyone else, but just for myself. The inner Kayla would be like, "You've really wasted a good gym session there. You just look at you in the sauna, sweating your tits off and your no tits." Sweating your pecs off. Looking at social media.
And then last one, probably looking at pictures of boobs.
Yeah, the boobs I wish I had.
You skip a workout because you know the mental to-do list in your head needs to be focused on.
Absolute guilt. I hate when I don't complete my sessions in a week. Absolutely. Freaking
I really struggle with it. And I feel like every time I let myself down. I'm like, all you've let down is yourself. You've just told yourself you can't do it. And you're reinforcing that shit.
No, I must admit, I really, really do hate, I do hate that kind of letting yourself down. I can't skip a workout. And when I do skip a workout, I feel like I have to do something else that compensates for it. That's really bad. Well, I would feel bad if I just skipped it and did a fucking to-do list. I don't have a fucking list. I just wing it every bloody day. Toilet paper with felt tip. We don't have no spreadsheets around in my house. Well, David definitely does.
Yeah,
he's the spreadsheet of the two.
Yeah.
I just wing it every day. But no, absolutely. That's the last one is an absolute guilt. You
need to cover the new range of underwear in our what the fuck of the week.
Oh, what the fuck of the week? Oh my god.
What the fuck of the week?
My absolute, what the actual fuck is Kim Kardashian, and I genuinely don't think she's well. I don't think she's well.
I think she needs some sort of support.
Because, well, for one, she's brought out a new underwear range, which can only be described as a bit of wig or rug on your vagina. Because, like, right, I'm sorry, I thought we were in the era where downstairs was like a no hair area.
Yeah, like beauticians are getting paid thousands to go Hollywood.
Exactly, I thought Hollywood, or even like, what's the strip? Brazilian?
Like a landing strip.
Landing strip, that's not for me. However,
could you imagine, like, on a steamy night, you take off like your sexy clothes and you've got that on? That song on.
But then it's like, do these people have sex in it? Because,
well, no, because you won't be able to get in there,
but if you take it off, right? So let's say you wax and there's nothing there, and you take it off. What I don't get. Like,
what's the point?
What is the point?
A lot of money for
just grow your vagina hair. Just grow your pubes and save yourself
let's go back to the 60s porn era.
It is, isn't it? It's like 70s porn. Like, maybe that, like trends come in waves. Yeah. But for me, that is a trend I just cannot get to grips with.
Even better is the one where they've straightened it.
And it's ginger. No disrespect to gingers.
Yeah, but it's not. It's like just like bright red.
It's bright red. It's like
not a natural ginger shade. It's not like that beautiful ginger orange shade.
I know.
It's like fucking
people, it's like, do you reckon people have straightened it in the past? Do you reckon people straightened it? Because I'm sorry.
You imagine slipping with straighteners and burns?
But like, no, seriously though, if they're producing underwear with a bright red,
you're like, crash.
I have to visualize it. If it's the underwear, for one, it's bright red and it's straightened. I'm not having that people don't straighten it if they're like that. Can you imagine? I would love.
Could you imagine if people commented and like, yeah, I straighten my pubes.
Good for you. How do you do it without burning your vag?
Yeah. How do you do it without giving yourself some serious burning?
Everyone's getting an insight into like my pubic region now. But for me, I feel like it's a cleanliness thing. Yeah. Like, I mean, I couldn't imagine. This is getting like
an absolute fucking bush.
Like, 1 minute. 1 minute, machete, like a fucking machete. Let me get there. Like, can you imagine? Like, no, absolutely not. Just, I want it clean. I want it free. I want it nothing there. It's just, free. But then I just don't get it.
The underwear.
I just don't get it.
Willing to pay so much money for what you can just grow yourself?
Right. There's one reason why someone might buy it.
Like, if you've got like
alopecia and they want hair,
or they've been like treated for something severe like cancer and they can't
exactly
lost all the hair.
And so, because let's be honest, some people don't like the Hollywood look. They don't like being bare. They like have a bit of like fluff there just to make them feel womanly. Because some men don't like it either. Some men feel like it's like a little bit immature. That's the best way to describe it. But I do think that maybe for those people, absolutely. And it's like anyone who's had like cancer, alopecia, they get wigs, don't they?
Yeah,
absolutely. And I get that. So there just might be a gap in the market for that. Personally, I'm not going to buy any.
For the bushy thong.
But I think you could trim it.
I might buy one for Christmas. You can buy me some word of the day toilet roll. And I'll buy you a bushy thong.
I'll see how it goes in the bedroom. Like,
yeah.
Oh God! Don't get me
like, Emily, never buy a present.
But then you wouldn't get me one that looks like my natural colour. You'll get me the bright red bloody
straight one. I'll braid it for you. I'll perm it to match your hair when you perm it.
But no, that's my what the fuck of the week.
Yeah.
I genuinely believe
I'm right there with you, Matt.
Something is not quite right, and
I think she's got too much money.
It's like
to be able to come up with shit up ideas like that.
But what will be next?
Yeah,
I would, because she's done bras with the nipples on.
Yeah, I feel like I've missed out here. So there's anything that needs doing to my nipples.
So she's obviously like done like erect nipples. So the bras
Yeah.
with the lump. I mean, I obviously don't need that because mine are like literally like
yours
that.
are quite aggressive.
They're aggressive.
They're aggressive.
Mine've got very aggressive nipples, and
Yeah.
so she's done bras with that on, so that people could still wear the support of a bra, but they've got erect nipples.
Yeah, but it is a bit of a thing, isn't it? Having your nips showing through your top.
Yes,
That's
with
little,
a good pair of boobs, not when you look like
like when you've had your job, you've
look like man.
And they're where they're meant to be, and not when you take your bra off and you.
Do you know what I watched last night? Which I said, I said to Dave, like, they're my nipples. Have you ever watched Scary Movie 2?
Oh my god!
Scary Movie 2 with the professor. They're mine. For anyone, right? There'll be people listening to this going, I've never watched Scary Movie 2. Right, watch Scary Movie 2, and there is a scene where the professor takes his top off and reveals his nipples. That is my nipples.
Wow.
And Dave started laughing, and he was like, they're not that bad.
Why did you not just turn around and go, yeah, they fucking are?
But he said, well, they're not that bad. But then had a little bit of a giggle, so basically,
You just didn't want to get bollocked.
He just didn't want to get bollocked.
Yeah. Well, I think that's drawing us to the end of another episode.
Do you know what? I feel like these episodes could go on forever, but they definitely can't, because then we'd never get anything done.
No.
And then the mum guilt would take over.
The mum guilt would kick in then,
So thank you so much for listening again. Like I say, please like, share, follow on Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, and we will see you for the next episode of Mills and Butter.